Hey, we are Anthrax, and we are here at La Roca, and I just have to say, not only like outside of this room, but inside this room, the vibe, you just want to make music here. It feels great, it sounds great. What JR has going on here is just, it's an incredible, I'd have to say it's an incredible situation. And the idea of getting to make a record here is kind of mind-blowing. Back in 1986, when we had written our Among the Living album, and
I was busy doing something else at the time.
Danny was very busy at the time, but we had always dreamed about leaving New York to make a record. And there was a studio back then called Compass Point in the Bahamas, and we would see pictures of AC/DC and Iron Maiden there, and it was like a dream, the idea of getting to go to the Bahamas to make a record. And then we did get to do that. And we couldn't believe it.
Because of Chris Blackwell.
Yeah, well, because the owner of our label, Island Records, Chris Blackwell, he owned that studio. Now, I've been here twice now here in Buenos Aires at La Roca, and I need to, it is my goal, it is my mission in life to come and record here. Yeah. The vibe here, I know whatever we did in this room, whatever we could do here would be amazing. It's just something I feel, and I've been thinking about it since I was here, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, and now again tonight, and I have to say, I would love to come here and record something. I wish I wake. I feel my whole life begin to shake. Four walls around me, an empty gate. I can't find my way out of this space. I can't believe the road going on and down. Can't take the blame. And don't feel the shame. It's all that house. I saw it play. It's all that house. I've been saved. Oh, it has. It comes from the land that eyes, so in the midnight something off we go. How far out the God, driving ships to new land, fight the halls, sing and cry. We are your overload. Swift in the air, the swift in all. Here we go, instant down. Now you better stop. I think it's a very symbiotic. There's a very strong connection for us because Eddie Kramer produced our biggest, our most famous, the album that people, when they think of Anthrax, they generally think of Among the Living, and that's the record that Eddie Kramer produced. And the fact that Eddie built this studio with you, there's a very deep connection there for us. We wanted to work with Eddie. I remember when we were writing the songs for Among the Living, and it was Charlie, it was his idea to work with Eddie Kramer.
Yeah.
And because we loved his work with Led Zeppelin and with Kiss, and he was able to capture a feeling of a band in a room,
Yes.
playing live and capturing that sound on the record. And that's Eddie is the master of that. So yeah, I think specifically for us, it's a very deep connection because Eddie, that's the album that broke Anthrax, that made us famous, that made us big, was that record.
It gave us a career.
Yeah.
And when I was playing, I'm standing over there, and Abel's playing drums and Scott's playing guitar here, Danny's playing here. I heard everybody. Nobody was louder than anyone. Yeah. It was so perfect. So whatever Eddie did as far as designing the room and how it bounces off, and I see you have brick up there and everything.
Yeah, all the different textures.
Yeah, look at all that.
It was perfect. It was perfect. So I would love to come back in here and do a real song or 10.
You always make us wait. You are the ones we hate. You can't communicate. Habla español. Oh.
Instruments aren't, they're not precious things to hang on the wall. Mm-hmm. They want to be played. Yeah, that's why they were made. You have to play these things. And for me, that's so important.
I always say that when I get a guitar, there's so many songs in the guitar, but you have to play the guitar for the songs to come out.
Yeah.
Same with the drums.
Yeah.
You have to play your instrument. You can't just leave it on the wall and go, "Wow, look at that! That's beautiful." Like you had the Frank Zappa guitar.
Yeah.
Playing that thing was so great. This place is very spiritual. We were very inspired, and of course we're just living La Vida.
La Vida Lilker.
Thank you.
It's also called Anthrax.
Great hospitality. What a wonderful day. We thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.